Hello and welcome to Housing TV News at the top of the hour, coming to you from our studios here in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Dorcas Chia. Our top stories. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu assures a safe return of abducted children. Nigeria signs $1.5 billion Katsina-Ala Hydropower Concession. Lagos recovers 270 million naira from fraudulent estate agents. And on the foreign scene, we shall be looking at the United Kingdom moving to suspend tariffs on everyday essentials. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assured Nigerians that his administration will continue efforts to secure the safe return of children teachers currently held captive in parts of Oyo and Borno states. In a statement marking the 2026 Children's Day celebration, the president described Nigerian children as the pride and future of the nation, while reaffirming government's commitment to their safety, education, and welfare. Tinubu said he had directed security agencies to intensify intelligence-led rescue operations and strengthen protection measures for schools in high-risk areas across the country. He also ordered the Federal Ministry of Education and state governments to deepen the implementation of the Safe Schools framework, including improved emergency response systems and community-based early warning structures. The president stressed that children rescued from abduction and violence must receive proper care, counseling, education, and reintegration support. Tinubu further called on parents, community leaders, religious institutions, youth groups, and the media to work closely with security agencies to protect children and prevent attacks before they occur. The president stated that his administration remains committed to building a Nigeria where every child can learn, grow, and dream in safety and dignity. The Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry (ACCI) has urged the federal government to suspend penalties on late tax filings for up to 2 years to allow businesses to adjust to Nigeria's new tax laws. Chairman of the Nigerian Policy Advocacy Center, Dr. Aliyu Hung, said many business owners are still learning the new tax system and online filing procedures. He called on the government to ensure tax platforms are stable and widely understood before enforcing penalties. Hung also noted that businesses in Nigeria continue to face challenges such as poor infrastructure and high operating costs, urging policies that support economic growth and local industries. In another development, the inaugural Liberia-Nigeria Trade and Investment Forum will hold on June 15th in Lagos with the theme, Building Bridges, Unlocking West African Opportunities. The two-day event is being organized by the Embassy of Liberia in Nigeria in collaboration with the Office of the Honorary Consul General of Liberia in Lagos. According to organizers, the forum aims to strengthen bilateral relations and promote investment opportunities between both countries across sectors, including agriculture, energy, mining, infrastructure, ICT, finance, and tourism. The event is expected to bring together government officials, business leaders, and industry experts for discussions, networking sessions, business partnerships, and the signing of Memorandum of Understanding. Organizers say the forum will focus on boosting economic cooperation, cross-border trade, and sustainable growth between Nigeria and Liberia. Moving on to Benue State, schools across Benue State joined the nationwide celebration of the 2026 Children's Days with activities promoting children's welfare, inclusion, and development. At the Jet Stacker Stadium in Boko, students and staff from different schools participated in march past displays, entertainment, and other social activities. Similar celebrations were held in Jatoaka, Vandekia, and Katsina-Ala, featuring cultural dances, relay races, and sporting competitions. In a Children's Day message, Governor Hyacinth Alia reaffirmed his administration's commitment to education, child welfare, and creating a safe and supportive environment for children across the state. The federal government has signed a concession agreement for the $1.5 billion Grand Katsina-Ala Hydropower Project in Benue State. Under the agreement, Maverick Energy Partners will develop, finance, construct and operate the 460 megawatt hydropower facility through a 35-year public-private partnership arrangement. The project is expected to generate about 2,401 gigawatt hours of electricity annually and supply stable power to Nigeria's national grid while supporting industrial growth and agricultural productivity. Officials say the project will create jobs across engineering, construction, logistics, and other sectors, with wider economic benefits for Benue State and surrounding regions. The federal government described the project as part of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda focused on infrastructure development, energy security, and economic growth. Still in Benue State, the Correspondents' Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Benue State chapter has withdrawn from all activities of the State Council over disagreements with the union's leadership. In a communique issued after an emergency congress in Makurdi, the chapel passed a vote of no confidence in the NUJ state chairman, Comrade Bemdo Ugbe, citing alleged financial mismanagement and internal division within the union. The group also directed its members serving in state committees to suspend participation until further notice. The chapel, however, expressed support for Governor Hyacinth Alia and his media team, praising their relationship with the journalists in the states. We take a pause here, and up next are news stories from the build sector and foreign scene. Do well to stay with us.
Are you getting ready for another big one? The largest housing show in Africa. 2 decades of relentless exhibition and conference. The 20th edition of the Africa International Housing Show, happening from the 13th to 18th of July 2026 at the prestigious Transco Hilton Hotel, Abuja, Nigeria. This premier event is Africa's largest housing and construction expo, attracting over 50,000 attendees in Africa and beyond, thereby giving room for developers, construction giants, financiers, home interiors, mortgage and microfinance banks, drawing from about 21 different countries of the world. Get ready to be part of history.
You're watching Housing TV News at the hour. And now to the build sector. The Lagos State government says it has recovered over 270 million naira from fraudulent real estate transactions and increased the state's housing stock to 10,623 units. Commissioner for Housing, Moruf Akinde Rufatai, disclosed this during the annual ministerial press briefing in Ikeja, noting that housing projects and related activities also created 4,793 jobs within the last year. He said the Sanwo-Olu administration is targeting an additional 14,222 housing units by the end of 2026 through ongoing projects and public-private partnerships. The commissioner also revealed that the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority received over 500 public complaints between 2025 and 2026 and intensified efforts to regulate estate agents and protect residents from fraud. The Lagos State government has proposed a new tenancy law aimed at regulating rent increases, agency fees, and fraudulent practices in the real estate sector. Once again, Commissioner for Housing, Moruf Akinde Rufatai, said the bill before the Lagos State House of Assembly would make registration with the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority compulsory for all estate agents. He added that the law would help curb exploitation by unregistered agents and speed up the handling of tenancy disputes. The commissioner also reiterated that estate agency fees should not exceed 10% of total rent and disclosed that over 217 million naira were recovered from fraudulent agents between 2025 and 2026. Moving on to the foreign scene, United States Secretary of War Pete Hegseth says President Donald Trump directed the Pentagon to prioritize the protection of Nigerian Christians allegedly targeted by linked terrorist groups. Speaking at a White House press conference, Hegseth revealed that Trump issued the directive about a year ago after receiving reports of attacks on Christians in Nigeria. According to him, the operation involved intelligence gathering, military coordination, and deployment of specialized assets, leading to the killing of Abu Bilal al-Minku, identified as ISIS second-in-command in Nigeria. Hegseth also claimed that intelligence from the operation helped U.S. and Nigerian forces eliminate hundreds of ISIS fighters operating within the Lake Chad Basin region. He said the move reflects the Trump administration's commitment to counter-terrorism efforts and the protection of vulnerable communities facing extremist violence. And now the United Kingdom government has announced plans to suspend tariffs on more than 120 everyday items in a move aimed at easing pressure on households and businesses. The government said it would consult businesses and stakeholders on the policy while also reviewing tariff suspensions on fertilizers to help farmers manage rising costs linked to the Middle East conflict. Chancellor Rachel Reeves says the measures are part of efforts to reduce living costs and cushion the impact of global economic pressures. She also added that the government has also frozen fuel duty, increased mileage rates for workers using personal vehicles, and temporarily reduced VAT. The Transport Secretary Heidi Alexandra said the measures demonstrate the government's commitment to supporting drivers, farmers, and businesses affected by rising fuel prices. And that's just the size of our package on Housing TV News at the hour. But before we go, let's take a recap of stories that made the headlines. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu assures safe return of adopted children. Nigeria signed $1.5 billion Katsina-Ala Hydropower Concession. Lagos recovers 270 million naira from fraudulent estate agents. On the foreign scene, we told you that United Kingdom moves to suspend tariffs on everyday essentials. For more news in the housing sector, do well to follow us on all our social media platforms. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Housing TV Africa, and you can download the Housing TV app and the free-to-air app on your Google Play Store and Apple Store to stay connected. Many thanks for watching. I am Dorcas Shia. Bye for now.